Hi and welcome to Larry's computer class. Today we're going to talk about your screensavers. Your screensaver is pictures that are going to come up on your screen. This is your desktop here that you're working on. Your screen is your monitor. And what you want to do is you want to create some kind of screensaver to save your computer from getting burned. It's a term they use called burn. When an image, such as one of these, gets burned into your screen. And what that means is when your monitor is turned off, you'll still be able to see these images. And the problem with that is when you open up a page and these images are burned onto your screen, it makes it very hard to read and see things that you want to see. So you want to make sure your screensaver option is turned on. And we do that by right-clicking on your desktop. Make sure when you on your desktop, make sure you're off of the icons. You don't want to be on an icon and right click because you're going to get the files for that particular icon that you clicked on. So make sure you're off the screen, right click, go to personalize, and go to screensavers. We talked about this briefly in an earlier video, but I'm going to do a separate video on screensavers because it's a little more involved than we had gotten on the first video we did. Now here's your screensaver settings, screensaver. We have here a list. You can use some of the options that come with your program, whether it's Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, they all have options that come with them. 3D text. You can go to settings. You can go to custom text, and you can put in anything you want here. My computer. And preview. And as you can see, it comes up my computer. You can put anything you want in there. And once it goes to this screensaver mode, you simply move your mouse or hit any button on your computer and it goes back. Your settings, where it says wait, this is the amount of time you want to wait before your screensaver comes up. Once your computer's idle, if you walk away from your computer, you set this to, I'm just going to set it for 1 minute for a demo so you can see how it works. But you can set this to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever you want. I don't recommend sending it too low, like 1 minute or 2 minutes. I would recommend at least 5 minutes or more, because what happens is if you're on the internet and you're reading, say you're reading a story about something or you're searching information, every minute that you're just sitting there reading and not doing anything on your computer, your screensaver is going to come up. So you might have to once in a while go in here and just change this to a higher number. Try different numbers, see what works for you. I'm going to hit apply. Then you hit OK, and what will happen is after 1 minute of the computer being idle, this will go to your screensaver mode. Now other options, these are just things they give you, default settings. You can choose any one of them if you like them. Photos is a little different than the rest of them. The rest of these, like you just saw, are simply just preset. And it's just so your screen changes once in a while so you don't get objects burnt into it. Now there's one here, the photos. This photo, what that's going to do is it's going to go to your picture file that's on your computer, and it's going to rotate pictures on your screensaver. And then your settings. You can browse. It'll automatically go to your picture file. See, uses Larry desktop pictures. Click on this, it automatically goes to your picture file. Takes it a minute to load all your pictures. Click Save when you're done. This is your slideshow speed. You can have slow, medium, or fast, however you want the pictures to rotate through. The shuffle goes if you have more than one file in your picture file. What shuffle will do is it'll take a picture from one file and then a picture from another file, and it'll shuffle back and forth. If you don't have shuffle checked, what it'll do is it'll go through one file, all the pictures, and then it'll go to the next file and go through all the pictures, and so on and so forth. So that's up to you if you want to shuffle the pictures around or keep them in the order that they're in the files. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to our picture folder. Let me just minimize this for now. This screen, as you know, you can move it. If it's in your way, you can simply put your cursor on the top up here, hold your left mouse button down, move your mouse. You can move this out of the way, put it where you want, put it in the center, anything you want. Simple. Put your cursor on the top, hold down your left mouse button, move your mouse. And I'm going to go over here to my picture file. And I have a bunch of files in my picture file. And what I want to do is, if I can leave it like this, and I can go to my photos, and after 1 minute it will just start going through all these files and showing pictures on your screensaver until you come back to your computer and move your mouse or hit a button or something like that. Now say you want to just show one of these files. Say there's a vacation file that you want to show or something. You just took a trip, you come back, and you want to put those particular pictures on your screen. What we're going to do is I'll use my miscellaneous file. What you want to do is you want to go to your desktop up here, right click, create a new folder, and we're going to call this let's call it Pictures. And what you're going to do, just hit yes. What it's going to do is, somewhere on my screensaver, my desktop, we can't call it Pictures because there's already a file named Pictures, so let's just do this again. Go to New Folder, and we're just going to put in Picture instead of Pictures. Picture. And there you go. That'll create your file. Now we go back to our picture file, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to Organize, click on Organize, and go to Select All. Now you see how they all light up, they all turn blue. What we're going to do is we're going to go to any one of the files, it doesn't matter which one, any file that's blue, put your cursor on it, hold your left mouse button down, and drag it up until you see this file up here turn blue, and release. Now what that does is it creates a copy of this file so you don't lose your pictures. Very important, don't delete this file by accident or you'll lose all your pictures. So now what we can do is we can double click on this, change our view, change it any way you want. There's also settings in here for large icons, medium icons, small icons, a list, details, tiles, extra large. This is on large right now. So what we're going to do is the file that I want to be on my screensaver is right here, miscellaneous. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to left click on it as usual. Put your cursor on it, hold your left mouse button down, and move this up to, wait till my picture file here turns blue, and release the mouse button. Then what's going to happen is we can close this. In my picture file I have just this, which is just some miscellaneous pictures. In here, in this file. Alright, now we can close this. We can go to our photos, our screensaver mode, and we can hit preview. And there you go. it'll start showing your pictures. It's on slow, so it's going to change a little slower than normal. Or you can speed it up if you have a file with 50 pictures or 60 pictures in it. You can put it a little faster so it changes a little more often. And that's it. And then when you come back to your computer, move your mouse or hit any key on the keyboard and it goes back to your computer screen. Let's just tell you quickly what this means. On resume, display login screen. What that means, if you check this, you go to your preview or you walk away from your computer, it's pretty much a security setting. You walk away from your computer, after a minute your screensaver starts working. Say you leave, someone comes in the room and they want to go on your computer and your screensaver's going. If they move the mouse or hit a button on the keyboard, it's going to come up with a little screen that's going to require a password to get back to your computer. So that way if you leave your computer, say you get distracted and you have to run to the store or you have to leave for a while, you don't have to worry about people getting to your computer. They can't unless they know your password. You can simply set your password, click this button, and once the screensaver comes up, then they won't be able to get back to your computer screen on here. So that's a little security thing, and you have to set this password. Let me just finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll show you how to set that password. And then if you want, you can go back to here, choose this file, put your cursor on it, hold your left mouse button down, move that to your picture file. Now, there's two ways you can do this. And actually I'm going to show you a little different way, because the way I'm doing it right now, you could accidentally delete pictures. You can do it this way, but you got to be very careful here when you're done to move the file back into this folder when you're not using it. If you don't want that to come up, simply hold your button down, wait for it, look for the black line. You want the black line there because you want it to go between these files, and it puts it back. Another way, and actually probably a better way to do this, is if you want to move a file into your picture folder from here, from this folder, which is the one we're at now, you can resize your screen. Also, this works on any screen that's on your computer. Move your cursor till you get the little double arrows. Hold your left mouse button down, move your mouse. You can go up and down, side to side, and you can also go to the corner when you get the little cursor on the corner, and it will move your screen around. Just to start from the beginning, I'm going to show you, this probably is a little safer way of doing things. Open your picture file, go to whatever file you want, right click on it, and hit copy. Then go to your picture file, right click, and hit paste. And now we'll move that file into your pictures file. Same way as dragging it and dropping it, but I'll show you a little way that's safer doing it this way than the other way. That's finished. Now you can, let's just drag this over here, bring this back into this file. Now the reason I say copy and paste it the way we just did it is because if you drag a file, into this other folder, it's in this folder, but you remove it from here, which you don't want to do. This is your master copy of all your pictures, so you don't want to be removing files from here by dragging and dropping. That takes that file out of here. So what you want to do, just put these two back. What you want to do is you want to right click, copy, go to this folder, right click, paste. That way it's a lot easier for you, because like say you move this, you want to change your screensaver settings, you move your new file into here, copy and paste. Now this one you can simply just delete it out of here instead of moving it back into here, because you want to make sure you keep this file. And that's how your screensaver works. You close that, close this. Now this file you can leave on your desktop, or you can put in your documents. Yeah, that moves it from your desktop screen to your documents. And here's your picture file. So anytime you want to change your screensaver, right click on it, copy. You can close your screen, go to your pictures, right click, paste, and then you can simply delete the old one that was in there. Good. Now, word of warning or a suggestion, what I would do is this picture file, use this one that's in your document to bring photos into your screensaver. What I would do is I would right click on this whole file, copy, go to your computer, click on your C drive, and what I would do is come down the bottom, right click, and paste. Let this load. What this is going to do is it's just going to make an extra copy of that file. Yeah, I know your pictures are very important. You don't want to lose them. So what you want to do is add another copy to your computer. And then I'll show you what happens if something happens to your other file. While this is loading, this is a pretty big file, 1 gig. That's a pretty good size file. What that'll do here is, this is loading a little slow, but that's okay. What that'll happen is, I'll just explain it to you. If you're in your documents where you have your main file that you're transferring files from your document file to your picture file for your screensaver, if something happens to that file in your documents, where you delete something or something happens to it, you have another copy here. You can simply go to your computer icon, click on it, go to your little C drive window that opened up before, click on that, and it'll bring you to this screen. And then what you do is you simply right click on your picture file, copy, go back to your document, open the file, right click, and paste. And then you can just replace. Oh, it's almost done. Just give it a minute here, just so I can demonstrate what I just talked to you about. That way you have 2 copies of your picture files. Chances are you're not going to lose them. If one of them gets corrupted or you delete something out of it by accident, you have another complete copy of it. So you're pretty safe. Also a good idea with your pictures, you can put them on a disk. Save them to a disk. That way if something happens to your whole computer, if it crashes, if you have a malfunction, you won't lose all your pictures. If your hard drive in your computer crashes, if you get a virus and they start corrupting files and you lose your picture files, that picture file is gone forever, and all your memories and vacations and all that are gone. So I highly recommend that you back up all your pictures to a disk, or you can buy what they call an external hard drive that plugs into the side of your computer, and you can save anything you want there. Okay, this is done. So now you have a complete copy of all your files. So if you're in your document and something happens to this file, or if you delete one of these folders by accident, you can simply go to your computer, go to your C drive, and then go to your picture file and replace anything you want, or replace the whole file if you want. You simply right click again, copy, go back to your documents. You can hit right click, paste. Now you're going to get a little warning that comes up that says this destination already contains a file named pictures. Do you still want to merge this folder? You can hit yes, and what that'll do is it deletes the old file and puts in a new file. If you click on here, it's the same thing. Just simply hit yes, and it's just going to go through. And it's going to ask you about all kinds of duplicates. And what you want to do, instead of clicking on this yes every time, there's a little box down here that says do this for all current items, 23 found. You click yes, and what that'll do is it's going to go through and it's going to remove all the old files and replace it with all the new files. And that's it. Same thing. Click that box and let it go. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this class.